and welcome to this edition of Broome Up Front. I am your host, Justin Newland. Today we have a great show for you. We will be talking about the recent flood that occurred last month, how students were affected, and how they are currently recovering from it. First, we'll talk about other things going on at BCC. The Math Lab is having a flood relief bake sale fundraiser going on the 20th of October. The event is supposed to take place from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the Student Center lobby. If you are interested, be sure to be there. Students who are interested can check out the Disney internship at the information table. It will start on the 27th of October and will go weekly until November 17th at the Student Center lobby. Ever thought about learning cultures or languages? The Study Abroad Fair is today at the student lobby. It started at 2 p.m. and will be ending at 6 p.m. so students who wish to find out information can still do so. Students have undoubtedly noticed that the bi-weekly book fair occurred in Tichenor Hall. The fair was set up by the Broome Educators of Children Association to benefit MacArthur School since it was one of the school districts that was hit the hardest by the flood. Books were also collected during this time to assist with providing books at MacArthur as well. The CLT Club is holding a blood drive next week on October 18th and 19th at the AT Atrium from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. The drive will take place in the AT Atrium. Those interested in donating can come on down. Now stay tuned as we talk with a student who was affected by the flood.
Today, we gather to recognize the selfless decision of one of the most influential women of our time. The woman who, after having one too many drinks, chose not to drive home buzzed. Here today to honor Rachel is the family whose lives she spared.
And 30. Oh! Yo, hey, Allison.
What's going on?
Working on my free throws, just on 30 straight.
30? That's not possible.
Maybe not possible for you, but I've been practicing.
Step back and give me the rock.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
1, 2, 11. You know what's harder when people are watching?
Hey, you know, 11's not that bad. All you need are a few pointers.
Thank you. Are you a free throw expert?
Well, no, not really, but I do know excellent teamwork when I see it. It's so much easier to get active and live healthier when your friends are there to motivate you with a little friendly competition.
Now let's get this game started. Oh, she's going for the hook shot. Hook shot. Oh! That's what I'm talking about.
America.
Let's get healthy together.
So, do you have any questions?
What is your soup of the day?
We have a mulligatawny soup.
Oh, do you have any specials?
We have a steak special today.
Oh, how's that cooked?
That's pan-seared and then...
Does it come with a side dish? Is it grilled? Can I have it steamed? So, what do you recommend? What kind of pie do you have? You're an actor. Aren't you from Ohio?
Any questions?
Ask questions. For the 10 questions everyone should know, go to ahrq.gov.
Broome up front! Broome up front! Broome up front! Broome.
Welcome back. We are now joined by Satani Campbell, a very interesting student. So how are you today?
I'm fine. How about yourself?
I'm good. Not bad. So were you affected at all by the flood?
Personally, I was spared because I live on the 3rd floor and in the 1st ward. You know, I was fortunate enough to be in an elevated part of this town. However, my neighborhood was immersed in the flood, and I have 2 kids and a cousin that were directly affected by the flood.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. It's tough, but we're all getting through it. We're strong, and, you know, kids, you know, people said that they take it a little bit worse, but, you know, they're rolling through it, and they're still going back to school, so it's been good.
So they're doing good now?
Oh, they're doing good now, yeah.
So did you do anything to help out the other people besides your family?
Well, yes, I did. There was a couple of friends of mine who were affected in Johnson City. And a lot of it, besides the cleanup part of it, it was getting the morale back up, because the flood, it just came out of nowhere and it just struck a lot of people. So the morale was what I tried to concentrate on more.
Yeah, the morale, realizing how lucky you were. I had to do the same thing as well, because I live like right near the Shenango River. Thankfully for the dikes, they protected us, but there may be a flood coming that's even worse. But right now, all we can do is, talk about how lucky we are. So, really put things into perspective. So, do you work?
Right now, I'm a full-time student. That's where my focus on all of this is.
As is mine.
But I'm really proud of our community, even though it doesn't get very positive feedback. But this community did come together. The sites that were put on to help those that were directly affected by the flood were excellent. The information that they put out was really helpful to a lot of people who didn't know what was going on and couldn't, get to their family members, inside a couple of days.
Yep.
So it was really a good thing. But that cleanup, I did a walkthrough the day, like when the water rescinded. It was just beyond belief.
Yeah.
It was just beyond belief.
Yeah, I actually have a digital camera. I took a bunch of pictures of the flood on, I think it was September 9th, like the Thursday morning, the morning after things really, the water levels really started to rise and crest. And I got a bunch of pictures on my camera about that, and let's just say they're ones that won't be deleted off anytime soon, if ever.
Oh, no, I agree. I had gone to see the walk across bridge over on the south side, and on Conklin Ave, it was just amazing, because where the number 5 and that area is on the other side of the walk across bridge going towards Vestal, and the actual Susquehanna River had just like a brief border, and it just looked like how you go fishing, and you have some land that's just peeking over the water. It's exactly what it looked like. It was just mind-blowing. It was humbling.
What it really makes you do is it makes you put things in perspective, because, when it comes to disasters and things of this nature, they can take things away from people. A lot of them really think that it's never going to be them. They think it's going to be someone else, and if that, sometimes it ends up being that person, and then you're left with, like, what just happened? Like, what am I going to do? What's my future going to hold after this?
Oh, most definitely. It definitely tests the humanity of our community. It definitely tests what we as a people try to stress. And I'm really happy and really thankful that we did the positive thing, and we're rebuilding faster than I thought we would.
Especially considering the horrible economic condition we're in.
Oh, without question. And I would hate to say it, but even though we had this tragedy, it did help the economy a little bit with the cleanup efforts, because there were a massive amount of people that were up at the ready to sign up, ready to go help, and even were willing to travel to certain sites so they can actually, make a difference.
Okay. Well, all right. Thank you very much, Satani. That's all the time we have for today's show. Join us next week for a brand new installment of Broome Up Front. Good night, everyone.